Welcome to the Quiztopia Trivia Night. Think you know the world? 25 mind-blowing questions that'll stump your family. Let's get started. Question 1. What animal has the strongest bite force of any mammal? The answer is hippopotamus! Fun fact, their 1,800 psi bite can crush a watermelon instantly. Question 2. Which country invented tea bags by accident? The answer is the United States. Fun fact, in 1908, Thomas Sullivan sent tea samples in silk pouches. Customers mistakenly brewed them. Question 3. What common item was originally marketed as liquid paper? The answer is correction fluid. Fun fact, a secretary invented it using her kitchen blender. Question 4. How many taste buds does the average human have? The answer is 8,000. Fun fact, butterflies taste with their feet. They have 200 times more taste buds than human. Question 5. What fruit inspired Newton's theory of gravity? The answer is an apple. Fun fact, the original tree still stands at Woolsthorpe Manor. You can visit it. Question 6. Which planet rains diamonds? The answer is Saturn and Jupiter. Fun fact, atmospheric pressure turns methane into diamond hailstones. Question 7. What's the only English letter missing from the periodic table? The answer is J. Fun fact, Q appears in Ununquadium, but J gets no love. Question 8. How long is a jiffy? The answer is 1/100th of a second. Fun fact, it's the time light takes to travel 1 centimeter. Question 9. What food never spoils? The answer is honey. Fun fact, archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs still edible. Question 10. Which animal sleeps with one eye open? The answer is dolphins. Fun fact, they shut down only half their brain to watch for sharks. Question 11. Where is the world's quietest room? The answer is Orfield Labs in Minnesota. Fun fact, at -9 decibels, you can hear your own organs working. Question 12. How did Vikings navigate cloudy nights? The answer is sunstones. Fun fact, these calcite crystals revealed the sun's position through fog. Question 13. Which ancient language had no word for blue? The answer is Ancient Greek. Fun fact, Homer described the sea as wine dark. Question 14. What percent of DNA do humans share with bananas? The answer is 60%. Fun fact, we also share 98.7% with chimpanzees. Question 15. Which country has no rivers? The answer is Saudi Arabia. Fun fact, it relies on desalination plants and ancient underground aquifers. Question 16. How much taller does the Eiffel Tower get in summer?
The answer is 6 inches.
Fun fact, metal expands in heat, like your grandma's old door. Question 17. What musical instrument contains 10,000 parts? The answer is a grand piano. Fun fact, it takes master craftsmen a year to build one. Question 18. Which vegetable is 95% water? The answer is cucumber. Fun fact, more hydrating than water, nature's sports drink. Question 19. How fast does a sneeze travel? The answer is 100 miles per hour. Fun fact, faster than a Category 2 hurricane. Cover that nose. Question 20. What common item was ancient Roman currency? The answer is salt. Fun fact, this is why we say someone worth their salt. Question 21. Which animal has rectangular pupils? The answer is goats. Fun fact, their 320-degree vision helps spot mountain predators. Question 22. How long does bubblegum flavor last? The answer is 5 to 10 years. Fun fact, tested in nuclear bunkers, talk about shelf life. Question 23. What's the only rock we eat? The answer is salt. Fun fact, it preserves food indefinitely, the original refrigerator. Question 24. Which planet spins sideways? The answer is Uranus. Fun fact, its 98-degree tilt suggests an Earth-sized collision long ago. Question 25. What percentage of the ocean is unexplored? The answer is 80%. Fun fact, we've mapped Mars better than our own ocean floor. If you like the quiz, like and subscribe for more great quizzes!